The FBI announcing Monday it has opened an investigation into allegations from the Trump campaign that it was targeted by hackers working for the Iranian government. The former president has pointed to a report by Microsoft researchers indicating that an Iranian military intelligence unit had hacked one of its websites and tried breaking into the account of a high-ranking official on a U.S. presidential campaign in June. FBI investigators suspect that the hackers were able to compromise the personal email of longtime Republican operative Roger Stone, then using it to send phishing emails to Trump officials from his account. Iranian officials have denied any connection to the hack, and the U.S. government has not formally accused Iran.
It's completely feasible that it is Iran behind this. Iran does not want Trump to get back into office. They had a very bad experience with him during that time. Of course, it was the ending of the nuclear accord. And then finally, at the end of the administration, the killing of Qasem Soleimani. So they do not want Trump back in office.
In its report, Microsoft stated that, quote, Iranian cyber-enabled influence operations have been a consistent feature of at least the last 3 U.S. election cycles. Iran's operations have been notable and distinguishable from Russian campaigns for appearing later in the election season and employing cyber attacks more geared toward election conduct than swaying voters.
I think all of us ought to condemn any kind of foreign interference. It's not just Iran. We're seeing the Russians back at it again. We're seeing China with its own influence operations.
At least 3 news outlets, Politico, The Washington Post, and The New York Times, leaked confidential material from inside the Trump campaign. Politico says they started receiving emails on July 22nd from a person identified as Robert that included a 271-page campaign document about vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance and a partial vetting report on Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who is also considered as a potential Trump running mate. The Washington Post also reported on Monday that the FBI was investigating an alleged hack targeting advisors to the campaign of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. The attempts came before President Joe Biden dropped out of the race.
Both campaigns, both parties need to condemn any foreign interference, no matter how it cuts.
Brandon Choghri, City News.